Oh, it's Tuesday, February 2nd. Back for a little recap. As the Dow soars today, S&P up 68, Dow Jones up 618, Nasdaq 227. I think that's because of stimulus hopes and the fade of your game stocks, NAKD, AMC, you name it. They all went down. They're going down pretty hard, and that's sort of like faded. That little move there. So, everything's pretty much. I thought we could go down further on the SPY. I thought this was going to be a big move down. Yeah, I've been always saying that since this run up. We've had pretty. These are little moves, nothing huge. Like right here, this is a small pullback. Should have came down further. This isn't the clear out. This is just back up. And what are we going to do? Go here even higher? We're going to go to 400. Yeah, the higher you go, the bigger the move down is going to be because you'd say it's a wedge. It's a wedge from all years going back. So, yeah, everything's pumped up in the system. And I think the stimulus talks, eventually that's going to go through too. Yeah, that'll go through, I don't know, maybe a few weeks, sometime this month. So, they're debating that, but they went through before. It's going through. It's just a matter of time. Take a look at the gainers today. Sava, this thing's a beast. Look at this beast, Sava. 10. January 2020, look at that. Bounce, bounce, May. Tried again in October, November. And then came down, January 2021. Look at this. Then it started to just grind up. Nice candles back and forth. Nothing like crazy volume spikes. Look at this. This takes off. 46.50. It's just the high it's ever been. No, it's been higher before. It's been, you have a lot of resistance up here, like 70. Back and forth, you can see that. So, I mean, this is just crazy, though. That's one large candle, 25 to 46. It's up 102% right now. And again, see this 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it's 3 touches. I think like the average is 3 touches. And then, we went 4 here, but all these back and forth. You don't know really when it's going to break through and hold. You just got to look at the chart. Yeah, like day trading this. You go to the 3-minute right here. What was this, 9 o'clock? Didn't really do nothing here. Just then it spiked up at 9. And on this, that's a pretty wide gap. It's a $2 move. So you have to play a $2 candle. If you go tighter, it'll go through that easily. So this one up. Found just above 34, 35, 08, then came back. See this? The line. Right at 32. Good touch to hold. Here are 13 EMAs coming out. Look at this. Big spike up to near 44. Then came all the way back. Found support. That's what you want. You don't want it to crash back and then it, lifts off. That's on the 3-minute. In the 5-minute here. Found 35. Put a line right here. You do it that way. So it's a break of that triangle, come down descending triangle, see the high getting lower, and then you take off. You can put a line right here. Excuse me. Right over 43. So when you have that high a day break back there, all this, it's like nice consolidation. Your 1320 EMA going up. Go to the 10-minute. 10 minutes is one big candle here, a few candles, and then sideways. These are big chunks. But you can see this, and then the dip. Put this down here over 36, really strong. It's still going. This thing's on fire. So what was the news on 7? News. Cassava Sciences, Simu phylum improves cognition and behavior in Alzheimer's disease in open label study. Wow. And that was at 8:30. So that's why it gapped up. 32 million float. It's pretty low, not super low, but it's low enough. And they took this off. When you play that too, when you see this immediately break, that's in the 5 minute, you get to the 3 minute. You see this ride up, and then you're looking for a stop here. The stop, see it's like right here, and then you're sort of like sideways. So that's good too. And you have this over 34 break. And then you see it again. Where's it going? And then it pulls back. So you can play this a few different ways. Yeah, not the best setup is a straight. And then it didn't come down to this line exactly, but still a great long. Here's that OCGN. Now this one's nice. This probably had news. Ocugen and Bharat Biotech announced execution of definitive agreement for commercialization of Covaxin USA market. So look at this right here on the 5 minute. And that's a nice, what was that news? 927. See, and news comes out right away. 3 minutes, they're moving it. And this is good. Once you see this, and it's not going like this right away, you get to the 3 minute. You see this move up, and then you're just saying what's it doing here. You're gonna play this line. It's sort of in between lines there, but if you get back to 220, look at the low there, 201. See, remember I told you they won't bring it to 2 exactly. If they do, just play to 5 cents, 205 on this, 201, 203, 204. So you're in there. You get a great buy right there. You get a 5 minute. And you can see here, see the low here. It's a nice little F pattern. Then you go up to the next line. And that's a good candle. Nothing really like choppy with wicks. And then where's your line here? 225. Right at the 225 line. So you're not going to play this line. On this, you're playing either back. You think it's going to put a tail. See, when this is riding up your moving averages, you're going to play either the tail here or play this line. And then there it goes. And there's your red candle. So this is a great long. And see, I had this mapped out. I said, it's got to break over this. Looks like it was flagging. You could draw a line on the other side. Yeah, just like this. You see the back and forth, and then huge, huge move. In 10 minute, yeah, big move up, one little candle, and then we take off. And this was like an hour trade. And then see, once after your move, see, remember I keep saying your low, this is about your middle, there's your high, then you just fade it. That's the big part of the move. 9:30 to 11:30. It's the most volatile time. Here's a AREC. Yeah, I don't like pre-market as much, like everyone else. It's just sketchier. This moved up. It's choppy back and forth, pretty good long. There is LIZI. Now this had the big move, early pre-market, then yeah, just draw your line right down here. See this back and forth, back and forth. Now it's two ways. See this line? You're waiting for the break. That's all you're doing. This breaks above, if it pulls back or touches that, it's a good long there. So this does this. There, 425 right here. See this moves up. You're like, all right, we're going. Little red candle here. Comes back, but look at the tail. Right at 425. Look at this. Right there. That's how you know it's strong. And this one, this is the especially move. After this, you're saying, all right, might go down a little more. This is a hammer. Look at that hammer. And then we take off, and there you get a 7. And on the 10 minute, look at this. Tail, big shooting star, and there's your move. It's very easy to see these candles, what they're doing exactly. That's the move's done for today. Or not today, at least this part of it. So it's a big shooting star. We came up, and that was it. And then you're just going to fade. Maybe it'll bounce up later, but that's what you're looking for. All right, then you do this if you want to make it into a wedge here. And what do you got here? This is a triangle. Again, a falling wedge. So even these patterns, even pre-market, everything falls into a category. Once you saw this move here, let me draw a line. I'll draw it down here. straight across from here. You don't know what it's doing here yet if you're drawing it here, but you just draw down. Then you see this. Then you see that first candle. You draw one here. And look at this, a wide to tight. That is a rising, falling wedge. And it broke out just as it is shown on the charts and takes off. So that's a great long. If you can recognize the pattern, yeah, it's good money there. And the big thing is this too, this 425 line. Once you see this hold and we break up a little bit, then you're like, all right, we're going. And you see this, and you're like, okay, but we're going down. But see how it held right there in that moving average. And on the 10-minute, you draw your line right here, and then it bounced. So you see that back and forth. Once you see them tails hold, that's your support. See the 3-minute. Yeah, 3-minute back and forth, back and forth. You can even look at that 450 line. Very nice. So it was a good move there. All right, AEZS, straight up move. This is the moves you don't want. I mean, you can get in. It's pure momentum. When you see something straight, that big of a candle, and then let us chop back and forth. You don't want to stay in chop. MBRX, another one, straight up, tail all the way down. Pushes too far down, then we go sideways. Oh, here is on PRT. I mentioned this in the video. I said we could get through here, so watch that. Remember, it was going to get through. What line is this? Like the 18 line. And it's kind of choppy today, though. Here's HOL. Look at this big move up, and we pull down. NTN buzz time. Look at the tails on this. See this one through, pull back, one through, pull back, and look at you're getting higher here. Your lows are getting higher. This is ascending triangle. This is classic. Look how wide it is to tight, and then right here, 250, we explode up. Look how we explode to 575-ish. These big up and down moves. Your 1320 EMA is coming up. On this point, this is looking for, it's got to remain over the 6 line. Then you have the 8 line, and all these tails. So this was a really good long. And once you saw this here, spot volume's not great at all. Even on these candles here, it's not huge volume, but it did pick up to a pretty decent move. ARTL. Again, straight up move. Look at this. Oh, big wick. And there's your move from here to here. This move was 4:20 a.m. Look at the wick. And then that's it. This ain't going to keep going from 1 to 10. They usually don't do that pre-market. That's the thing. They'll usually do it from here and then throughout the day if it really is a crazy move. And this faded. That's a typical fade. And I know guys that trade this. They know the move. They know the pattern. And, it never breaks up. It's a fade. Look at the 10-minute. See the 10-minute? You see this? And probably people are excited here. You know why I can't? Look at the 13 crossing down. It's crossing the 20. It's bending. And see, it's coming from, look at this, up. The high. You go down, you bounce. But the bounce never gets through. Draw your line here. That's why you draw the 10 line. See? It's got to get through there. And even if it did, it goes through here, it's not going to break. The typical pattern here on this one. Like, look at your 3-minute. This one all the way up. High get lower, high get lower. And this go out further, 15-minute. Look how this one's so far extreme from your 1320 EMA. Look at the width. See how wide it is from it? Then these big wash down candles. And then see right here, try to break through. Yeah, that was a good candle. When you see that it tries to break through, that is a good sign that it might break through, but just draw your line right here. And it never does. And that's all because of the sharp move. See, it's all because earlier. You can recognize this early. Right here, see this up? It went so far extreme. Not a slow move, and then it's faded down. fade. Just draw this line. Look at that. So you do this every time. That's how you know it. And even if it does, this comes up here. Yeah, it's going to be a double top. And look at your 150 again. Look at this one. See, look at your daily chart. Can't break through. Went all the way back down. These have to break through gradually. Like this has to go up and hold. That's why. And then you look at your daily chart or the intraday. Yeah, oh, 150. So you know where that 150 is. It doesn't hold until it stays above. But this is a rapid, strong move to a fade. All right, CRMD. There's AGFY. TLSA, another one, look at sharp and then down. And they're all too, you know why too? The pre-market, when there's very early pre-market, they go up so strong. Yeah, normally that would be the move on the break of the open, go up. But they're making it happen so early, like that's their open. And it's way too early. People aren't trading it. Look at this 5 level. I have it mapped. I told you this was coming up. Look at this here, bounce down, big move up, and it can't hold. So it keeps going back and forth till eventually it will break. If it doesn't break, then it's going all the way back. CLVR, AKTS, TRIB. Yeah, not a lot of great plays today. Ever since the fade with that little run, AMC, all them stuff, everything was pumped. Everything sort of faded back. Yeah, the market rallied huge. Yeah, this market's so pumped up with stimulus and everything. It's totally fake. And it's been a fake market since 2008, 2009. It's been a pumped up market. All these fake earnings. All the earnings are good because the market's fake. It's not real. You know what I mean? And then it pumps so much stimulus and all this. And yeah, I don't know when this is going to get a big pullback. I thought we are getting one just recently, but it didn't work. The 50-day held. If it holds, it holds. You can't go against it. Now we're above the EMAs unless something happens again in a few days. And this move's just a counter rally for a few days and we get back down. Yeah, it'll be the test. And the VIX dropped a little bit, so we'll see. And we're still up very high. So, all right, so your big movers today, not every day is a home run. Sava, quick move here. Yeah, higher price. See this move up? There's the move. And I don't like these higher price when they're $2. See the $2 range here? This moves up, comes back. And then it didn't come back all the way. This is a tougher trade. Not the typical pattern because there's nothing really pre-market. It just jumped. So, but you don't have to trade pre-market. So you can wait for the pattern. Yeah, I do that a lot too. Just want to get in early. You draw the line here and you have over under. So this was bad. When you see this, where you even got in here, and then you see this pull back, it's fine. Then it turned into a ascending triangle. See this? Got to the 36 line. Now if you put your line right here, see this? And what's it turn into? You go up, and then look, it goes back. Like, oh, it's going through. Nope, that's why I have my 1320 EMA right here. You know where it's going to hold. On a move strong, and this had good news, that's the reason too. It's not just, oh, it's going up for no reason. Then it can fade because there's no reason. So this went down, 36. And then you look, you have all that room above. We're going to test that again. Could have got it here at 36. Yeah, then off we go. The 10-minute. 10 minutes not even touching. It never even touched the 13. That's how you know it's not strong. Always look at your higher time frame. So that was a nice move today. OCGN, quick move. See, some will explode. They'll go very quick. This was an hour. And Sava's still going. Some are hours, some could be hours. So they were the main movers. LIZI was pretty good too. So I always say your top 5, you should, if the market's going good, you'll get a few good longs. Top 10 too. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you had Sava, OCGN, Lizzie. This wasn't good. Not my liking. I mean, you can long all these at a certain point. I'm saying, yeah, you want a decent pattern like that. So you had 3 of them, man. That's it. We'll see what happens. We'll be back later. In the market, please subscribe to Mike Cayman Trade. Smash the like button. Trade ideas, referral, my link, Twitter, Mike Frank 007, TikTok, Mike Frank Instagram, Mike Frank 98, and Stock Twits, Mike Cayman Trades. I'm gonna load this video and post it. Peace.